Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to Candy's Cozy Couch. My name is Candace, and my nickname is Candy. That's how I came up with that really refreshing name. At least I think it's pretty refreshing. At least I certainly think spring is refreshing, you know? Everything on the Mother Earth refreshes and replenishes itself and rejuvenates. There's a lot of re going on in spring. Remember that it is spring and it is time for the checklist. Hold on, I got to get tonight's instrument. I'm digging in my bag and I find this and I'm like, what is this? I had to Google it. So I Googled toddler instruments, and then like a whole set came up and it broke down the name of each thing, and this is called a tone block. So it's time for the checklist. 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 Time for the checklist. Just like this. Just like this. Okay, the tone does change a little bit. Stir it up. No, I'm kidding. All right. Tone block. Okay. Because I was like, what is that? Anyway, boys and girls, enough of that. Now that we are segued into the checklist, let's get started. Boys and girls, did you have a great dinner? Are your bellies full and satisfied? Check. Boys and girls, did you do your homework? Is that schoolwork practice done at home? Check. Boys and girls, did you help out team, family, and participate in chores around the house? Did you do a little clean up? Everybody clean up today. Check. Boys and girls, have you picked out the clothes that you're going to be wearing for tomorrow? Get it done in advance. Check. You got your PJs either on or ready to put on? Check. Boys and girls, have you taken a bath or a shower yet? Is your body all fresh and clean? Check. And if you've dried off, have you put on the lotion? You need to put the lotion on your skin to keep it from being too dry. Keep moisture in your skin. Check. Boys and girls, have you brushed your teeth? Are they shiny, white, and glistening? No, I'm kidding. Check. Boys and girls, did you floss your teeth? Getting in those gaps in between the teeth where the bristles of your brush might not reach. Check. Boys and girls, did you clean your ears? Want to be able to hear good, and you want to make sure your ears are healthy. Keep your ears clean. Check. Boys and girls, it's allergy season and you might get a little stopped up in the nose and the nasal passages, so you may have to do a little nose clean out too as well. Check. Boys and girls, what else? Did you take one last pee or poo attempt before you get comfortable in bed so it doesn't interrupt you in the middle of the night? Check. Hopefully you guys have an early cutoff time on your fluid intake, because that's helpful to keep you from having an overnight urination too. Check. Boys and girls, you got a night light? Turn that night light on so that you can have that little glimmer of light to help guide you through the night. Check. Boys and girls, the separate chore from the other chores is your room. Did you clean your bedroom? Is it nice and neat and safe and comfortable? Check. Boys and girls, did you comb your hair, brush your hair, part your hair, grease your hair, braid your hair, plait your hair, wrap your hair, tie your hair, cover your hair, something with your hair? Check. Boys and girls, did you give your I love yous, hugs, kisses, and smooches to your family members and your pets that live with you? And of course, if you have guests visiting, show them some love too. Check. Boys and girls, have you had a chance to read a bedtime story? Have a bedtime story read to you? Hopefully you listen to my bedtime story as well. Bedtime stories are so awesome. Make sure you make that a part of your bedtime routine. Check. Boy, I think I covered everything. So the last thing I'm going to say is, have you said your prayers? If you've not said your prayers, please make sure you say your prayers before you drift off into dreamland. All right, boys and girls, let's get down to tonight's story. If I say boys and girls one more time, right? Ladies and gentlemen, too. Grown-ups. We like bedtime stories, too. That's why I'm doing them. Shoot. I like bedtime stories. All right. Tonight's story is The Thing About Spring. Boom. This gonna be a good book. It's gonna be a good book. Show the back. Just a back cover. No wordage to read. So you see the full thing of the book. What's this? Spring is in the air. Bear, bird, and mouse are all excited. The winter snows are melting away. But their friend Rabbit isn't there. Well, isn't, I should say. There are too many things about winter that he adores, and spring just seems to spell trouble. His friends offer an abundance of reasons to love spring and the changing seasons. But will Rabbit listen? Daniel Kirk, author of the best-selling Library Mouse series, has written a lively and humorous tale with the gentle message that change can be fun. Now I'll show you that. Because instead of putting it on the back cover, they put it on the inside front binder of the book. Okay? So, there you go. And now we know who the author is. Daniel Kirk. Abrams Books for Young Readers from New York. The Thing About Spring. Yes, indeed. The world looks a little different today, Mouse said one bright morning. It smells different too, said Bird. There are buds on the trees and new colors in the sky, and I feel warm and happy. Me too, said Mouse. Spring is finally here. Hooray! Spring is finally here. Spring is finally here. Mouse and Bird hurried to share the good news with their friend. Rabbit was in the meadow, busy with a shovel and pail. What are you doing, Rabbit? Mouse called. Saving snow while I still can. Rabbit grumbled. We won't see any more of this until next year. But spring is coming, Bird chirped. Aren't you excited? Huh. And of all creatures that isn't excited, Rabbit. Isn't that ironic? Since Easter is in a couple days. By the way, it's Good Friday right now. Excited? Said Rabbit. Huh. The thing about spring is that I won't be able to follow my friends' tracks in the snow. Then I won't be able to find them. But now you won't be cold, said Bird. And you won't have to look for me. I'll be right beside you. Me too, said Mouse. Okay. Oh my goodness. Rabbit is concerned. I can't believe a rabbit is the one concerned, though. The thing about spring, says Rabbit, is that I won't be able to make snow bunnies anymore. I won't be able to build snow forts either. You know how much fun I have doing that. And I won't be able to make snowballs to throw at my favorite targets. But little shoots will grow out of the ground, Mouse said, so you won't have to look far to find delicious things to eat. Well, they're trying to convince him that spring is a good thing. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that Bear is waking up. You know how bad he smells at the end of a long winter, and I'm sure he's going to want a hug. Oh, Rabbit, said Bear, with a yawn, just because I'm a little stinky doesn't mean we can't share a big hug. I want a hug too, said Bird. Me three, said Mouse. Oh. Bear was like, excuse my funk, but I still want to give you a hug. Just plug your nose, and that's exactly what he did. You guys saw that? He plugged his nose. The thing about spring, says Rabbit, is that it rains when you're not expecting it. But rain brings out the flowers, said Mouse. And the worms, said Bird. And it makes you clean, said Bear, and ready for more hugs. Say that rainwater is important, Rabbit. Don't be poo-pooing spring. That rain is important. It'll be coming soon around here. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that when the days get longer, the nights get shorter. And I am a cranky bunny when I don't get enough sleep. But in the spring, we need more daylight because there are so many things to do, said Bird. And he's still trying to gather snow. Y'all see the snow melting. Look at the rabbit, look at the rabbit. You're doing too much. Come on, Bunny. Get it together. In the spring, I love to make loop-de-loops and race the clouds through the sky, said Bird. In the spring, I love to nibble tasty buds and dig tunnels in the soft pine needle, said Mouse. In the spring, I love to splash in the lake and dance in the sun, said Bear. Spring is wonderful. See all of those fun things you can do? All the animals are really trying to get that bunny rabbit on board, huh? I wonder if it's working. The thing about spring, said Rabbit, is that all the animals chatter on, and the racket hurts my ears. I'll try to be more quiet, whispered Bird. Me too, whispered Mouse. Me three, whispered Bear. But it's hard not to make a little noise. Now, I know he not being petty talking about some too much noise. Come on, Rabbit. Come on now. When spring is here. And then he made loud noise because that's why the letters are so big. Bear said that loud. All right, Rabbit sighed. I suppose no one can stop the seasons from changing. But the thing about spring is that when I stomp around so much and the sun is so warm, it makes me really thirsty. Well, I tell you, this rabbit really does. He petty. He just not even now he making up petty stuff. If you get thirsty, just get something to drink. True. Me too, said Bear. I think we're all a little thirsty. Well then, said Rabbit, you should be glad I saved some snow. Look inside my pail. The thing about spring is that it's full of surprises. Now, what the surprise gonna be? That the snow done melted and it ain't snow no more? I'm gonna save some snow. That snow melted. Alright. It's wonderful, Bird chirped. Now that spring is here, the snow has turned to water. It's like the winter gave us a present before it went away, said Mouse. Wonderful. That's what's up. Let me make sure I didn't skip a page. Alright, I didn't. There's some thick pages in this book. I some cups," Rabbit said. "Dip in. It will be our last taste of winter and our first sip of spring," said Bird. "Here's to spring," said Bear. "I think it's going to be great." "Me too," said Bird. "Me three," said Mouse. The friends looked at Rabbit. Uh-oh. Everybody's excited about spring. What do you guys think? Do you think Rabbit is on board now? "Oh, all right," he said. "Me four. Spring is here. Hooray!" "Wonderful." I was about to say, because we was going to put Rabbit on punishment. Sure, let winter go. You will see it next season. And that is the end of the story. Yay. All right, boys and girls, now for the best part. And yes, change is very important. Change is very necessary. So that rabbit may have had a little hard time accepting change, but I love how all his friends gave him awesome encouragement and examples of why change is not so bad. So why don't we do that? Why don't we dream about the changes that happen in spring? How's that? That's a good idea. Just throwing that out there. But you know it's that time, right? So make sure you're comfy, cozy, snug as a bug in the rug, tucked in tight. Your prayers are already said. Your last bathroom attempt is already done. You are ready to drift off into dreamland. So close your eyes. Whisper to yourself what you would like to dream about and allow yourself to drift on off into dreamland so you can dream your special dream. Well, boys and girls, I gotta go do the same. See you later. Bye-bye.